So before I got sick a few years back, I was heavily involved in project management, and that taught me a lot about dealing with very difficult circumstances. So as I've developed these long-term health conditions, last summer it was really hard because I have fibromyalgia, and fibro fog makes it really hard to use my brain. But I just had this intuition, this impulse that I needed to try and regain some functioning in my life. For me, part of that is tracking information about my life to see. I don't recommend being a slave to statistics. It's very easy to do that, and that's not a sensible game to play. I'm doing this all by myself. This is all manual. This is a manual Google sheet, but there's probably loads of apps and whatnot out there that mean that you wouldn't have to set any of this up. But I really like doing it this way because I'm in complete control of what I get to track, how I get to track it, and how I can interpret the results. So I'll just quickly run you through roughly what we've got going on here. So it's by month, and there's a section here for sleeping, anything around nightmares. Recently, I've been really good. Negative thoughts, really good. CPTSD flashbacks, so emotional kind of flashbacks, it's been really good. And classical PTSD, not a lot going on there. Triggering events, not a lot going on there. So it's just basically very subjective, but every day I just reflect on the day and assign a value out of 10 that captures at some level of accuracy how I feel the day has gone for me. And then there's a whole bunch of physical stuff as well, so we're getting into some of the very fibro specific stuff here. Like quite often I'll ache, just have that general all over ache as if I've got influenza. Track my fibro fog, and this is at the point of waking up, so this is the waking up kind of score. Leg pulsing, that's a massive one for me. Back spasms, quite infrequent, but when my back does go, it really goes. February, I've had a lot of shoulder problems in February. Feet is another common area for me where I got a lot of pain. It's a bit like plantar fasciitis. My costochondria has been pretty good recently. Eczema, GERD, nausea, and then it totals up to a score, and so on throughout the day. And then I have a chart then. This is really cool. There's a kind of a key here, so it covers sleep, negative psyche, positive dreams, life, cognitive, so how my brain's functioning, exercise levels, compulsions, so kind of going, I've had issues with addiction throughout my life, and so it's just tracking that I'm not falling back into addiction. And then the end of day pains, and then the pains when I wake up. And above the line is good stuff, so this is the stuff that we want to encourage, and below the line is the not good stuff. And so it kind of then gives me a bit of a quick overview on how my life's going in terms of managing my fibro or my CPTSD. But if you are managing a chronic health condition, go easy on yourself. What I just showed you has taken around about 8 months to build up to that level. Start really small. It doesn't have to be anything big, even if it's just one score out of 10. Like, how's my day been? You can write it on a journal or a notepad. It doesn't have to be on a computer. But just explore. I would recommend exploring what capacity you've got to grow that. It surprised me. Last summer my cognition was really low, and in developing this spreadsheet, it's kind of helped me push into the feelings of discomfort, but to realize that I can expand my ability to do something, and then it doesn't feel uncomfortable anymore, and then keep pushing into that. And there are going to be finite limits. These are challenging health conditions, and I'm not expecting, I don't have any expectation. There's no expectation there. I'm exploring, and I'm just kind of mapping out what can I do these days.